So with all these ETFs being accepted, with all this institution, it's just a no-brainer for them to buy. So let's take a look at this video as well.
Bitcoin haters out there.
Matt, a currency.
Look, I think we'll get there on an international basis long term, but we don't have
relatively
This one, when shift happens podcast.
problematic, but maybe you have your job is threatened. I think it's been the best performing asset in the history of the world. And I think over the next 10 years now, with the new 50T fund we have coming out, our view is that Bitcoin goes 10x from here in 10 years. We'll hit 1 million.
I think it will definitely hit 1 million, because even if you look at the, real estate market, 10 million, like the real estate market probably doubled in the last 5 years. I definitely think so in the world, because if you look at the prices in the US right now, you can't even afford a closet with $100,000. And that's why crypto might really explode in the very near future.
Matt Hogan, CIO from Bitwise, says a similar thing. $1 million Bitcoin.
The medium.
It's definitely bound to happen. Like, all these big institutions will put their money from the small investments or from stock market into, like, they're gonna try to diversify. They're gonna try to multiply their income. And we're gonna be seeing these big institutions coming in and swooping up Bitcoin until it hits 1 million. Because if they can guarantee to 10x their money in 10 years, the stock market cannot do that anymore. But the Bitcoin market can, and that's what makes them so excited about it.
And it's not even 2 years old. Bitcoin is outcompeting VOO in the S&P 500.
Exactly what I'm saying. The stock market is so high, there's a very small chance that the S&P 500, if you put 10 million, it will double. That's why companies buy Bitcoin for 10 million now.
Have a true money, a real money, real wealth.
I mean, S&P can be safer, but I think at this point, if the government wants to buy Bitcoin, it definitely makes total sense that they will go all in.
And there's a singularity, and all of a sudden there's actually engineering, physics, and mathematical principles that are starting to spread in a viral fashion through the economy. And it was like a nothing.
I think, like, with S&P 500 also, who's gonna build a community around that? Maybe like bank officers, but who's gonna build a community around Bitcoin? Exactly. Like, Bitcoin and Ethereum have the advantage of having one of the biggest communities in the world. Compared, there's obviously bigger communities, but in terms of finance, you don't have. Maybe you have Nvidia, you have GameStop, and that's what made this spike rally. But you have so many people back up Bitcoin and big institutions and people talking about it, that you cannot do that with stock market, because it's literally just a very small community.
Bitcoin will be at 7.
Maybe like Tesla community or something. Tesla on Reddit, they all own Tesla cars. But only so many people can own a full Tesla, right? Like a $20,000, $30,000 Tesla, but anyone can own $10, $100 of Bitcoin and join a forum.
Early days in the sense of just numbers, because I think it's it's not a matter of consumer adoption. It's not a matter of how many people download the iPhone, how many people download a Bitcoin app. For me, it's about the size of the cash balances more than the number of people. And so you
got big institutions literally coming to buy all the Bitcoin.
can look at the size of the cash balances that are in dollars. There are, or dollars or dollar-based currencies, which are all the other fiat currencies in the world. You've got around $100 trillion in fiat currencies. You have another $100 trillion in bonds.
Again, cash is getting deflationary right now, which means it's losing value. So what do people want to do? They want to get rid of that cash. And that's what they are making right now. They're getting rid of the cash and they're making different money. And they want to put it somewhere else. Somewhere where they can actually make more of it. Because if you hold cash in a bank, especially if you're a big company, oh my, it's going to lose a ton of value.
Tremendous risk-reward profile. Then size that investment in your portfolio accordingly.
Again, it's a no-brainer for them, because if they believe the government is going to list it and buy Bitcoin, the big bump is just starting. So thank you so much, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. It means a lot to me as well. I'll check if there's any more videos on here that we can watch about XRP or prices. Kind of sleep deprived today. Only slept like 2-3 hours. So I really appreciate whoever is coming into my stream today.